everyone, and welcome to the Small Business Social Show. My name is Jill, and I'm your host. And today we're going to be talking about starting over after losing a job when you've had a long career, and exactly how to go about doing it. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the owner of Fox Social Media, and my company has been helping businesses, practices, and brands to both market and grow online for the past 9 years now. And I'm super excited to have both this YouTube show and my podcast and blog both by the same name so that I can help all of you as well. I know that it's so hard to recover when your world's turned upside down. I have far too many friends who've been in this situation. And at first, you're sure that things are going to go back to normal and you'll find a new job because it's always worked out that way. You stay positive. You know, hey, the fixes have to be right around the corner. But what happens when they're not? And frustration, anger set in, and then it causes even more stress. That's when the questions start swirling around in your brain. Why did I lose a job that I was successful at? What am I going to do financially? How am I going to handle this? And sometimes life is not fair. Sometimes life sucks. Sometimes you hit rock bottom and you need to scream and yell and cry and say, why me? But you only do this for a day because you can't stay here. You just can't. You have to find a solution. So you pick yourself up and you say, let's do this. And you start to think, hey, maybe a new career can work. Maybe I can be my own boss and I can finally do something I love. So you start to get excited about all the possibilities, and then you wonder, how do I get from where I am now to where I need to be in order to live comfortably? Well, the first step you have to take is to cut every single non-essential expense. That being said, you absolutely do need health insurance. So if you can't COBRA through your old company, then you need to look at something like the Affordable Care Act. And if you're ready now, let's create this game plan together. The first thing you want to do is figure out what kind of business do you want? And what you're going to do is say, okay, what do I really want to do? What would I do for fun if I didn't have to work? That's one thing. But you also want to say, okay, what skills have I acquired and built throughout my life? What has my education, my training, and my experiences taught me? In addition to what you love, you want to look at what you're good at. And what kind of personality do you have? So you also want to figure out how much money. Just think about, is it going to be expensive to start that business? A brick and mortar store, yes. An online business, typically no. I started my business for $7.99, and it is my full-time income and has been for quite a while. And you can do the same. Now, I'm going to link to a video explaining exactly how I did that. So I'll link it up here and down below in the description as well. After you come up with a few ideas, go ahead and talk to people that you're close to and people that you respect and may have some business experience as well. And just run your ideas by them and see what kind of feedback you get. You want to make sure that you've thought through the entire process. Once you've decided on a product or a service that you would like to sell, check out the competition. Make sure there's a demand for that product or service. And remember, begin small. Work from home, do almost everything yourself, use the free version of every app and program, and do not spend any unnecessary money. Now, I've also got a video that talks about how I marketed my business, and when I first started, I had no money to put into it. So I was marketing it for free, and I will link to a video also that talks about how to do that. The next thing you want to do is choose a name for your business. Don't let this hold you up forever. Just do the best you can and make sure that the business name kind of tells people what you do. That's helpful as well. And what you want to do next is to type in that name. So I would have typed in www.foxsocialmedia.com and see if anyone owns a .com. You also want to Google that name and check for that name on both Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just a few of the social media sites. See if anyone's already using it. If they're not, there's a good chance it's still available, but you are going to want to do a little more work just to make sure. After that, you're going to want to create your logo. So you need a logo for your business. If you want to do it yourself for free, go on a program called Canva, canva.com, and you can do it right there. This is a program for people to do graphic design who have zero skill. In addition to that, you're going to want to contact your city or municipality and just verify that you're allowed to sell the product or perform the service from your location, and ask what type of documentation you'll be required to have to do this. And next, you're going to create an LLC for your business. Now, an LLC is a legal entity that separates you from your business for liability reasons. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to a source that I use that I think is really great and really cost effective to help you to create your LLC and a lot of other legal information or documentation you might need. Now you want to understand your sales tax obligations. If you're selling a product, you are going to need to be paying sales tax, at least in your state. It's complicated. I'm not even going to attempt to pretend I understand all the parts that go into this. So I'm going to give you a resource, someone that you can go to both understand and set up your sales tax accounts. And again, it will be below in the description. Now, the next thing I recommend you do is get business insurance. And it took me a little time to find a specific company that kind of specialized in what at the time I got it was a unique type of industry. So I'm going to leave you a link to the one I use down below in the description as well. And you want to make sure you have general and professional liability insurance. It is not that expensive. I think I pay about $78 a month for mine. The next thing you're going to want to do is to create your website. This sounds really, really hard, but it's not. You can go to a site like HostGator, and I'll leave a link for that below in the description as well. And you can do everything there. You can buy your domain name, you can host your website, you can purchase your security certificate, you can do quite a bit there. And the other thing I want to tell you is that I created my own website, and I'm horrible at this stuff. I am definitely a creative person. I'm not technical. So if you're like me, don't get scared off by this. I learned quite a bit, and I was able to create my own, both of my own WordPress websites from scratch, and I'm pretty good at it. Again, WordPress I'll leave down below in the description as well. Another place you can go to create a free website. Now you'll pay for your domain name and your hosting, but the creation and the themes you use can be totally free. The next thing you want to do is surround yourself with positive people. Join a local business group or an online mastermind and get yourself around people who have the same passion for entrepreneurship and who are going to appreciate your journey also. This will be fun, enlightening, and you'll learn so much from them. I also recommend you listen to podcasts, you watch YouTube videos, and you read books written by, created by, recorded by people that know what they are doing and have a good reputation in their industry. And now, probably the most important step, take action. You got to get started. Don't wait until you know everything, because you're never going to know everything. And what's so important about getting started is it'll start to give you some more information about this particular business. What do your customers or clients really want? What are they looking for from you? How can you best serve them? Now, I know I've thrown so much at you in such a short video, but I just kind of wanted to give you a brief overview of how you would go about this process and just kind of get the wheels rolling and get you start thinking about this. Now, I also want to say that I have a ton more resources for you. And in the description of this video down below, I am going to leave links to videos that talk about how to build your business, how to start marketing your business, how I did it, and also how to get those first clients when you have $0 to put into this business. So just go ahead and watch those videos as you need them. And if you have any questions at all or would like me to post any other content that would be helpful to you, please leave me a comment in the comments below. I hope that you'll subscribe to this channel, because every week I'll be posting more videos that will help you to both market and grow your small business, your personal brand, or your practice. See you next week.